Have you ever been interested to learn some VPN hacks? Well, I have some powerful ways that you can maximize your VPN today. Check this out. So the first thing I want to show you is really quickly, let's go ahead and search for an app to the magnifying glass. We're hovered over find, scroll down. You're going to be looking for the search. You're going to type in here in the search box. We're going to type in EXP. And as we type in EXP, we're looking down below. We're looking for ExpressVPN. If we click on ExpressVPN, it should be the first search result. So I'm looking for a VPN to use. I see ExpressVPN. I've heard good things about it. I'm gonna go ahead and test this out and show you everything that it can do. So let's go ahead and open up ExpressVPN. If you don't have this app installed already, let's go ahead and install it right now. I've already started this up for this video, so I'm testing this with me connected to the VPN, and I'm already set to a location. But before I show you anything, let me just go ahead and turn the VPN off. So it's turned off, and let me just show you what's inside here first of all. So where it says selected location, where it says UK London, if I click there, it will give me a long list of different locations that I can select. So I can select the USA, which I'm already in the US, so I don't need a US IP address. I only need a out of the country IP address. So the way VPNs work, in a nutshell, if this was your first time learning about a VPN, so this VPN, once I turn it on, it will give me a IP address in that country of my choice. So as for testing, I'm going to use the UK London, but there are more options down below: United States, Canada, Germany, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Mexico, Spain, Ireland, France, Italy, Singapore, Hong Kong, India, and Australia. And we can select any of those countries to be given an IP address in that country. So you may be asking yourself, so why do I need an IP address for another country? Why can't I just use my own IP address? Because there's this thing called geo blocking. So if you've never heard of geo blocking, basically what this does is it allows you to only view the content that is present in your country. So there's other popular movies in other countries like United Kingdom or China or just anywhere around the world, and I want to know what's going on in those countries and what y'all are watching and so forth. So if you wanted to connect into the US, you can use this VPN to get a US IP address. Now that we've covered that, you want to know, why is this important? How is it going to benefit you? So the way it's going to benefit you is all we have to do. So if I click on my home button, I'm just going to open up a quick app here. So I have this app open. You may recognize this app. It is a popular app, but I just want to briefly show you the selections that you have on this streaming service. The streaming service on the screen says top 10 TV shows in the United States. So once again, that's where I'm located. So let me show you, if I was to click on the ExpressVPN, if I load up my VPN, and since I have it turned off, I'm just going to go down and click on the power button, and this is going to turn this green. I'm going to show you how things switch on my Amazon Fire Stick device, and this will work for any device that you're using your VPN on: a computer, a mobile phone, Fire TV, etc. So I'm connected to a London IP address now. Alright, so I changed my IP address. I went ahead and opened up that streaming application once again, and now you see top 10 TV shows in the UK. So this is how we get past the geo blocking. This is how we get access to other forms of content around the world that is trending. So if you want to see just about any country, you just connect to that VPN. Sometimes if it's not loading on that streaming application that you're using, you just force close the app and relaunch it again. It should update those channels with that country's top 10 lists. This is another example on another streaming application. It says top 10 in the UK once again because I'm connected to my VPN and I'm using a London UK IP address. So it's giving me all of the top 10 UK items in here for this service application. So I definitely think this is a great tool to have, especially if you're outside of the US, because there's tons of content that you can be accessing here in the United States if you're out of the country. So I'm connected once again to a London IP address. I'm going to open up Prime Video. So I'm connected to a London IP address, and keep that in mind. So Prime Video may look a little unfamiliar because right now we only are showing a home screen, a movie section, a TV show section, a sports section, and that's all we get with Prime because I'm connected to a London, UK IP address. That's the only thing that we're seeing in London. But here in the United States, I'm used to seeing much more options than that. So let me show you these options of what you would get and what you would have access to if you just connect to a US IP address. I'm going to open my VPN. I'm just going to go ahead and turn off my VPN just so I can show you this example. I've turned that VPN off. Alright, so I turned my VPN off. I've launched Prime Video once again, and you can see how much more options I actually have. I actually have 1, 2, 3 more sections to check out. So I have a home, I have a movie section, I have a TV show section, I have a sports section. I also have a live TV section that I didn't have access to before because I was connected to London. And in this live TV section, I have access to over 600 plus live TV channels that I can check out. And then also I have my subscriptions to the right hand side. And then I also have more subscriptions to the right hand side if I wanted to subscribe. So those are the differences between when you connect to certain IP addresses and the benefits to using different IP addresses. As far as a VPN goes, there are a little small benefits to using a VPN. So a VPN keeps you anonymous, keeps you secure. If you're on a public network and you want to make sure it's secure, you could use a VPN and stay secure that way. If you're trying to stay anonymous from your internet service provider and conceal a little bit of your traffic, your internet traffic, you can use a VPN to hide most of that traffic. So other beneficial ways for using a VPN. So as for different locations, they didn't have many locations, but I did see that they had other USA. So it looks like I have USA Miami if I wanted to use a different location. Let me see if there was other locations in the US that I could use. Let's go and search. I'm just going to put in USA. I'm going to hit next and see what it comes up. Alright, so if I put in USA, it gives me tons of different locations if I wanted to connect to different areas. And you may ask yourself, so why would I use multiple different various cities, New Jersey, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Miami, Tampa, Atlanta? Why would I use these different cities? So if you wanted to get local news or local channels or just local games for certain geo-lock locations, so like if I'm in North Carolina, I'm not going to see the local games for Los Angeles, because the local games are based on the IP address and my geographical location. But if I change that IP address and change the geographic location, then I can get those local games. Other benefits to using a VPN. So if you wanted to change up the settings here, so these VPNs do have various different settings. If you come in here and click on settings, you can set this up to an auto start. So as soon as you turn on your Fire TV or any device you're using, you can set it up and turn it on auto start when you turn on your device or when you connect to different networks. Another cool feature with VPNs is split tunneling. Split tunneling, if I click on this, we can allow all apps to access this VPN, or we can only allow certain apps. So like, let's say if I wanted to only use it with Netflix, Hulu, YouTube TV, Tubi, and a few other apps, I can come down here in this list and just click on it and specify which apps I want to have access to the VPN. So you can keep in mind which apps would be best beneficial for you to specifically use your apps with VPN only. In here under the advanced settings, you do have access to block malicious sites, block trackers, block ads, and block adult sites. So you can definitely go down the list and see which preferences will work best for you and your streaming. But overall, that's ExpressVPN. It's very convenient. It's very straightforward as far as user friendliness. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but if I connect it to this VPN, down below you do get options where you can use the VPN specifically for certain apps. Down here you can program certain apps. I already have this configured for Netflix, Prime Video, Tubi, and Disney Plus. But as soon as I turn the VPN on, I can come down here and click on either of these options and then go ahead and open my app up. So if I click on, Disney Plus, it'll load up and automatically be connected to my VPN and using it. And I end up saving an extra step to open the app because I don't have to go all the way back to the home screen to open up the Disney Plus app. I can open it up right away from the ExpressVPN screen. If I wanted to change these 4 items, long press. If you hold down the center button, I notice when you long press, it does get rid of that extra tile and then puts a plus sign there where you can click on the plus sign and access and turn on any app that you want of your choice. So I ended up selecting Luna, but you can just long press once again. It'll disappear. The app will close automatically. The app will launch itself back up, and then once it does come back up, you'll notice that one of those options is gone. And then you have the plus sign again, and you can just cycle down the list to any of the apps that you have installed on your device and then just turn that on for that particular app. One other thing I did want to show you with VPNs which is probably why I rarely ever use them. So I'm not connected to my VPN right now, but I just wanted to show you this. Really quick. I'm just going to check my Wi-Fi connection. I'm going to run a speed test in the right hand corner, and we're going to do a cross comparison on what my speed test actually is before I turn the ExpressVPN on and what my speed test is after I turn the ExpressVPN on. Because one of the main reasons why I don't use a VPN daily, sometimes it dramatically decreases my internet speed. So I'm running at 298 megabits per second as far as speed goes for internet. So if I go back to the home screen, come back in here to ExpressVPN, and I'm going to turn on the VPN. It says connected. I'm going to go back to the network settings, come back into the network settings, click on my network connection, and I'm going to run a speed test again to see if the speed test fluctuates or changes in any way. Alright, so as you can see here, my internet speed actually improved, 326 megabits per second. I'm going to run that one more time just to see if it's fluctuating up or down. Maybe it just gave me a good reading that time, but I'm going to go ahead and see what this ExpressVPN is putting out and if it's going to slow my connection or my device speed at all. Alright, so it looks like my connection's even getting a little bit better using this VPN. So as you can see, ExpressVPN is definitely a great choice to add to your Amazon Fire Stick. If you don't have it, definitely install it. You let me know your thoughts on VPNs in the comment section below, but this is a VPN. But I hope I was able to show you a few things with ExpressVPN or just a VPN as a whole and show you a few things that you can do with it in case you are wondering how to access more content or just stay secure and so forth. But thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. And just an added bonus in case you're still here, ExpressVPN, if you ever download APKs are definitely sketchy and come from third-party sources. So if you ever connect to a VPN right before you download it, that would be your best option when you're trying to stay safe and keep your device healthy. Thank you once again for watching this, and you have a great day. Peace.